Hello and welcome to the tutorial on how to download Blockbench, MCreator, as well as how to set up the workspace to keep developing mods in the future. We are going to start with the class page that the students have gone into and out of this week many times before. It is at this address. This will stay up. This won't go away. And you'll continue to see the options on the far left. Some of this might change. There might be more resources added depending on if you reach out to me with more questions and concerns. But for now, we're going to start off with downloading the student files. We're going to click on Final Mods. And this will show us a list of every student's files and folders. Keep in mind, there are two Parkers here. Ask your child which one of the mods that they did in order to distinguish which one to download. For time's sake, I've already decided to download one of the student files. And to do that, you would simply right-click and click on Download. And this should put it in your Downloads folder. Now you're going to go into File Explorer, this icon right here, and then go to Downloads. Should be an arrow. And the first thing you're going to see is you're going to see this folder as a zip file. To unzip it, right-click it, and then go to Extract All. Here you're going to click Extract, and it should put the folder in the same directory as the zip file. As you can see, I've already extracted it for time's sake. It shouldn't take too long. But now, after we got this folder, we can look inside. Firstly, it has Blockbench, which is not the app itself, but all of the models that were made during the camp. There's also a folder with worlds, and this is everything that your student played on during camp. We have the mod file itself. This should be the final file. And we have a zip file containing the workspace for MCreator. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to go back to the class page. And now we're going to download the software so that we can import the mod into Minecraft. So we're going to click on Files. And then we're going to click on JRE and download that, as well as Forge and download this. Sometimes Chrome will, there we go. It'll ask us if we really want to download it because it might seem dangerous. EXE files can do a lot of harm to a computer if you download the wrong one. We know which ones these are, we know what they do, and so we're going to download them. One thing to note, if you've already used mods on your computer, if you've already used Forge, you do not need to download the JRE exe file. What this does is it downloads Java, which is what Forge uses in order to accommodate your mod files. So once again, to use your mod, you need Forge, and to use Forge, you need Java. These will as well appear into your downloads folder. Sometimes you might not see this little icon. If we look back here at Forge, this might look like a blank piece of paper or another unknown icon. And that simply indicates that you don't have Java installed. So let's simply click on Java. And let's run it. You should see this screen. I wouldn't bother with changing the destination, as there is no need to do this for our purposes. Now, while it runs, it'll take a little bit, and once it's done, we will double-click Forge. Now, I'm personally going to stop downloading this because I've already downloaded it. But you should let it keep running if you haven't already. If we click on Forge, you will see a log file pop up. You do not need to worry about that, and you will see this screen. So we are going to install the client. This will let you run your mods on single player, and if you open your own world to LAN, other people with your mods and Forge will be able to join you. So we are going to click Install Client, and you just see more code pop up. This one will take longer than the Java download. The next thing that we're going to do is find the Minecraft folder where we're going to put the mods in, and that is where the file named studentname.jar will be, or in some of you might have student name and then an F at the end to signal that it's the final version of the mod. So there we go. We have downloaded Forge. That's excellent. And now what we're going to do is we are going to go to our mods folder. To do that, you're going to click Windows and R at the same time. That is on the keyboard. And type in AppData into here. There's another way to do this, and that was outlined in the email sent to you, where you would simply copy paste an address into the top here, which would be replacing whatever username you have with USERPROFILE. And this takes you to the exact same place. Now, once you are in the .minecraft folder, you may not see a folder that says mods. Let's pretend that is the case. To create one, you right-click on your Explorer, you click New, and you click Folder. You must name it lowercase mods. It must not be like so. It needs to be lowercase, because that's what Forge is going to look for when it goes and reads any additions to Minecraft that you will have made. Now from here, you go back to your student folder that you downloaded, the one that you extracted from the zip file, and you simply click and drag the mod into your mods folder. At this point, you have successfully installed your student mods, and to play them, you will need to launch Minecraft with the Forge launcher, and I will show you how to do that now. However, this has not installed the workspace in order to keep developing your mods, so stick around to learn how to do that. Here's Forge. This is what we just installed, and you will click play, and that should boot up your mod. I'll leave that running in the background so that we can see that the mod has been successfully installed. Okay, and now Minecraft has booted with Forge, and if you click on the mods tab, you will be able to see that your mod has been loaded. It will also signify that it's running through Forge, and that Minecraft itself is open. We can close out of this now. Going back to the class page, this time, we are going to download Blockbench and MCreator in order to keep developing the mods. This can be done in any order. It doesn't matter because they are separate programs and do separate things. We are going to keep saying download anyways. We know what we are downloading. This is completely safe. This will once again become something that we can find in our downloads folder to the far left in our Explorer tab. And now we're going to click on either one of the two. I'm going to start with Blockbench because it's the same thing that we did in camp. We first modeled our items and entities. And this is a very small program, so this should download fairly quickly. Okay, Blockbench has been installed. We will go over how to start an entity or start an item and start modeling, as well as exporting an item in a later video. Now we're going to go to MCreator, and we're going to download that. It will ask us if we are sure we want to download it, and you're going to click yes. Next. I agree. You don't need to change the directory. You can just install where it is. And when you click finish, it should start MCreator. As you can see, if you don't have your workspace imported, you would have to create a new one and then start from scratch. However, if you remember, we downloaded our workspace from camp. That is contained in the zip file contained inside of the larger file that you first downloaded. This one you extracted into here, and inside of that is the workspace files. So we are going to extract this, and we're going to click on Browse, and we're going to head to the MCreator folder. I personally like to close out of MCreator for this process so it doesn't get confused with new files, and we're going to have to restart it anyways in order for it to read our new imported workspace. To find the folder for that, we're going to go to local disk, which should be in this PC. If you don't see local disk, you might just see this part of it, and you click on the arrow, local disk, keep going to users, CN21 for us, but for you it will be whatever username you have, and we head down here to MCreator Workspaces. If you look back at the email once again, instead of having this user here, it will simply say user profile. As you can see, this folder should be blank for now, but we're going to select this folder. This is where we're going to export and extract this. And it should take a while because it's a lot of items. They're each not very big, but as you can see, 13,000 items from the workspace for a medium-sized mod. All right, now that that's downloaded, we can click on the folder and see all these files. You can either run MCreator again, or you can run it from this file right here. I would recommend doing it from MCreator because that's the way that you're going to be doing it most of the time, either by typing it in like so, or by clicking on the desktop icon that showed up here. And there you go. Once you double click on this, it should take you to the MCreator page to say, hey, this is what we're about, and this is how you can learn more about this, as well as show you the screen, which is, it's going to build up the workspace again. This, it only needs to do once. After you run it fully and you see these little loading screens, you should be able to boot it up a lot faster. And by a lot faster, it would probably take about 20 seconds maximum. When this finishes, we are going to see all the tools and entities that your student has made should be loaded into our MCreator. And there we go. When you go into resources, you should have all the armor, all the entities, the textures, 3D models, should have everything from camp. And of course, the most important thing in mod elements, you should have all of the items that you made and added to your game. That is it. You have now set up your workspace so you can set up new mods in the future, edit the ones that you have. You have added Blockbench to the list of your apps on your computer, so you can make more models, more entities. And most importantly, you have downloaded your work from the camp, so you don't lose what progress you already have. There's going to be more videos coming out, one on using MCreator, one on using Blockbench, and a few here and there depending on what you requested that you didn't get to do during camp. I hope that this has been helpful for you and that you decide to come back. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for watching.